Howdy y'all, and welcome to Lac's Lives. I'm Lacander, and this is Lac Plays Starbound. So we are in the beta sector. Beta sector, beta. And we have picked a planet, and we're gonna go check out this planet. Warp to planet. There's my flag. I forgot Ooh, it's one of those gravity-reduced planets. Now, we are looking for ores, of course. Apparently I can't get the mushrooms. Those guys are kind of cool looking. You see their tails change colors and stuff? Oh. Coat rat guys! Bad coat rat guys. Nobody came here to hang their coats on you. Don't be so mad. Lots of mushrooms on this planet. I don't even know what I'm looking for, honestly. Oh, probably... What's that pink stuff over there? You see that pink stuff? I probably mostly just need... Oh, it says it's silver. It was pink. The color changed when I wasn't looking. It used to be white. Maybe the light on this planet just changes it. Oh man, he got me. But I thought we could just wander around this episode, being a new planet, see what we can find. A bunch of coat rat guys. I bet that's poison. What do you think? It's green. It's poison! Oh man, it's poison. I said it was poison. Why did I stand in it? Because I didn't know if it was poison. These are funny colors. Get some more bandage regen there. Too bad I didn't explore this planet earlier. It kind of looks like a giant poinsettia. Or not the planet, but all those trees in the background. Oh, I thought that was iron, but it's just mud. It's not even something useful. A bunch of copper. Not interested in copper. Oh. That fat salamander needs to die. Sounds like a horse, too. Which is crazy. Let's hope we can get through this episode before my buddy calls back, because he usually gets pretty insistent. His phone calls, but... when I say calls back, I was just filming the 7 Days to Die episode. And he called during that, and I didn't answer the phone. Oh, they got me. Yeah, we don't need to see me get reformed. I don't remember what we're looking for. We need to look here. Let's see. I don't think there's anything really useful that I can make weapon-wise. The robot crafting table is the thing that takes a processor. That's going to get our next star map upgrade. We already made that, right? This lets us go to the beta sector, so we don't need that. Ooh, steel bar. How do I make steel bar? Coal and iron. Awesome. Let's go ahead and make as many of those as we can. And what does that do for us? Steel chain. I don't know what needs steel chain, though. Steel hunting bow. Yeah. Coal. Always coal. It's weird, those spawner things. I don't know. We're going to need a lot of iron and coal for this round here. Let me tell you. We already made the toy maker's table. Scout Yeah, I don't have enough. Oh, it takes so many pixels, man. What else we got here that makes stuff? Crafting table. Did we get anything new on the crafting table? Seems to me there's something I wanted to make. And wasn't there a lantern stick right here? I need pixels. A lantern on a stick. It's bright. Wear it on your back. What about the lantern? That goes in your hand, though. But the one we can wear on our back then means that our hands are free for use with two-handed weapons. And if we can find a really good two-handed weapon, I mean, it'd have to be really good because my one-handed weapon here is pretty powerful. We're going to go the other way this time. Now, I do need to get some time in here to get some raw supplies. Now, see, that silver ore looked yellow. And this is clay. Alright. Man, I talked about it in my other video I filmed, but I am exhausted today. Barely keep my eyes open. So for Christmas, we put together lists and then everybody buys, well, no, you can buy whatever you want for people, but we like lists to know what people want because who knows, right? I mean, I don't know what my 12-year-old niece is into. I'm not a 12-year-old girl and never have been. And so if I don't get a list, I have no idea what she wants. I mean, I can figure out, like, the really little ones. That's a little easier. Baby gets baby toy. Nephew who's 3 gets Batman stuff because he loves Batman. Absolutely loves Batman. Easy enough. Probably because I understand Batman. Oh, those are thorns. The older kids, though, I have no idea what they're into. I don't really see them often enough to know. I mean, I know, like, they do soccer. Well, who wants soccer? They play instruments. Not really a whole lot I can do there. I'm not going to buy you an instrument for Christmas. I do fun things, toys and whatnot. And, you know, so we do this. This is a really roundabout way to tell you a story about one of the reasons I'm so tired. So, put together a list, and I do a list too. Nobody knows what I'm into. They know video games, but if you play video games, then you know saying you're into video games is like saying you're into music. It's really vague, and there's so many different kinds that nobody's gonna know what the heck to get you. And since I own multiple systems, they don't even know what systems I own or what games on which systems I want, things like that. So, the list is what I want for Christmas. So one of the sections on this list is books, because I love to read. Although I haven't been doing it a lot lately, because I've been watching Bleach, which is an anime, if you don't know what Bleach is. If you don't know what an anime is, that's cartoons done by the Japanese. Cartoons over there are done a little differently, sort of, than they do them here. Although we're finally, maybe, not in a good way, but they're kind of moving in that direction here, where you have different kinds of cartoons for different categories of people. Over there, it's pretty serious. So, like, if you're a businessman, executive, boss kind of person, then they have comic books and anime written specifically for you. as my story earlier mentioned, if you're a 12-year-old girl, they have anime, cartoons, comic books written specifically for 12-year-old girls. And so I've been watching Bleach, which is probably made for teenage boys, but I'm a big fan of the particular style of anime that it is. And there's a lot of different styles. My favorite, and this is still not my story, but my favorite, absolute favorite anime is Gundam Wing. And the Gundam series is my favorite anime, pretty much. Not all of them. There's a couple of weird ones, and I think they've got a weird one going right now. I haven't watched any episodes from yet, although it might be better than I think. Gundam Build Fighter or something like that it's called. But that one is a little more dramatic and focuses on war between different factions of people. And so, like in Gundam Wing, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 or 6 different factions fighting each other politically on the battlefields. Their weapons are more like, I mean, they're these giant bipedal tanks, basically, called mobile suits. And then there's some special ones called the Gundams, who've been sent to make sure that the wars on Earth don't affect the space station colonies. Which, of course, they do. But, so that one's a little, maybe not so kid-friendly. I mean, it's not, full of nudity or swearing or anything. It's just that the subject matter can be a bit dry in those if you're not into that kind of stuff. But that's my favorite. And what is that thing? Oh, it's a robot. That's a funny little robot wearing a crown. I want his painting. Glitch, hidden trapdoor. Sweet. Where's my torches? I'm gonna take your hidden chest here, buddy. What do you got? Flashlight, yellow dye. Ooh, 255 pixels. And some coal. Let's get our health back up here. So anyways, so I've been reading a lot because I've been watching Bleach, but on my Christmas list, I knew you were going to be bad. I knew it. Dang, robots are always bad. Oh, look, he's got a cape and everything. That dude's awesome. Come on, buddy. And, so for Christmas, I got books. Because they were on my list. Taking this poster. And, well, the books are sequels, most of them. Okay, I got Ruins by Orson Scott Card, and I got a couple of Odd Thomas books that I hadn't bought yet from Dean Koontz, and another book by Orson. I got like 3 books by Orson Scott Card, and only one of them isn't here yet. What is that? Cell Materia. I'm not clicking you. You're evil. And it's supposed to be here shortly. It just hasn't arrived yet. And so I looked at the books, and they told me that the one book is on back order or whatever, and so I'm like, all right, cool. Well, they're all book 2s. All 3 books I got from Orson Scott Card are book 2s. I'm like, well, it's been a while since I read the first ones, so I'm gonna go ahead and read the first ones before I read the second one. So pull the first book off the shelf, and I start reading it. And I spent a lot of time reading since got time off for Christmas holiday here. And stayed up way too late, got up way too early, kind of thing, which doesn't help matters, and so I'm pretty tired. And then I had to call customer service over some billing issues, and I was on hold for 2 hours before they got to me. And so I finished the book last night, and I'm like, yes, finished the book. I can start my new book. I grab my new book. I'm stuck. I grab my new book. I crawl back into bed because I like to read in bed. And I'll be danged if I didn't read the wrong book. I totally read the one that the next one's not coming until like a couple weeks yet. So now I've got to go and start the other one, Pathfinders. I read Lost Gate, and I'm not getting the sequel to Lost Gate till like, I forget. Maybe it's not a couple weeks. Maybe it's a couple months. Actually, now I think about, I think they said February. I was thinking this was January, but this isn't January. This is still December. And so yeah, it's pretty crazy. I read the wrong book. It was fun. It's an alright book. And I won't need to read it again when the next one comes. It's The Lost Gate is teenage urban fantasy. Only it's not written like you would think teenage urban fantasy is written. It's written by an adult for adults about a teenage urban fantasy thing. So it's not as poorly written as most urban teenage fantasy I've read is. Oh, this is my gold pickaxe too, isn't it? I was thinking, man, all this metal is coming out of the ground fast, but this is my upgraded pick. But so now I'm gonna have to read Pathfinder. The Odd Thomas books. It has been forever since I read any of my Odd Thomas books. So that's gonna be... Oh, I didn't even see him. So that's gonna be a huge undertaking. Because I think the two I got must be like books... I want to say 6 or 7. So I will definitely need a while to get through all those Odd Thomas books. Those are fun though too. I do not remember what Pathfinder is about, and which is the one I'm reading now. I opened it up and read the first little bit, and I'm like, I don't remember this at all. I know I've read it before, because it still had a bookmark at the back of it. But I have no idea what happened in the book. Of course, I didn't remember the Gate Thief either. I vaguely remember that one. The Gate Thief is, or no, The Lost Gate it's called. The Lost Gate's about this kid, and he lives on like a... All the old gods are actually mages, and so like Thor and Odin and Zeus and all that. And what happens is they have these mages called... Oh, I hate when it gets nighttime and you can't see in the ground. But they've got all these... Whoa, I didn't even see you guys. Ooh, and there are 3 hits to kill these guys. Whoa, and he knocked me right in the poison. Man. He sent me flying. And so he grows up on this compound. Oh, the gates, sorry. And the premise is that there's these gateways, and they're controlled by gate mages. And one of the gate mages, for some unknown reason, shuts all the gates and takes away the power of any mage who's also a gate mage. you only have one power. So some people are like bound to animals, and some people can shape stone and stuff like that. And so the gates have been closed for 14 centuries, it said. And because they can't travel between the worlds, their powers are weakening. Traveling through the gates between the major planets is what keeps your powers strong. And so they haven't been able to do that in 14 centuries. And ooh, I'm just about dead. And so the family called North, who are the Viking gods, basically, every generation, people who are born with the strong ability get names. And I mean, you get a name, but you get a family name. And so, like, the kid the book's about, his name's Danny. And so Loki, I don't know if he's the original Loki or a Loki. He's the one who closed all the gates. So the family name for strong gate mages is Loki. And Loki... Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Loki sealed the gates and caused a war between the mage families still on the planet. And so nobody's allowed to have a gate mage now. And there's different levels of gate mage. So you can have finders, which can see other people's gates. But you can't have gate mages who can actually affect gates. So gate fathers can create gates. Pathfinders can create gates. And that's probably where my confusion came in. Because a pathfinder is... That's not... Or is it? That's like mud or something. Yeah. A pathfinder can create gates. And so I was thinking the kid's a pathfinder kind of thing. So, of course, the sequel to Pathfinder is Ruins, and so I have to start with the Lost Gate. I'm sure that's the thought process that led me to reading the wrong book. And anyway, so he doesn't appear to have any powers. Oh man, I'm not doing a good job of finding stuff. Well, we did find that one little robot place. I'm gonna put up that painting. That was a funny little robot painting here. We can have the angry robot staring down at us here, dressed in his formal robes. Alright, let's make up some more steel bars. And then we're gonna also put some iron in to smelt here. If I can find it. Oh yeah, look at that. We got 136 iron to smelt. Where did my smelt go? Oh, I clicked on the ship's locker. Smelter, please. And so, of course, he turns out to be a gate mage because that's the whole point of having a book about it. And yeah, so just basically follows him on the run as he tries to hide from everybody because they're going to kill him because he's a gate mage as he tries to figure out his powers. And it's okay. Okay, when I say that, I don't mean it's like, meh, it's okay. It's pretty good, but it is teenage urban fantasy, and that's not really my genre. I enjoy them, but not like I enjoy, huge epic fantasy like Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, or for urban fantasy, I really like the Kim Harrison's Rachel Morgan series. Those are pretty awesome. The Dresden Files by Jim Butcher, those are awesome for urban fantasy. Those are probably the two major urban fantasy that I read. Terry Brooks had an urban fantasy that evolved into post-apocalyptic fantasy and then turned back into straight-up fantasy. That's an awesome series, by the way. Terry Brooks' Shannara series. It gets kind of crazy in there. All right. 2. Oh, I must be out of coal again. So I've got enough stuff to build 1 of the pieces we need. We can't build the robot head without an artificial brain. To get the brain, we need the brain extractor. And for the artificial brain, we need the superior brain, which comes from the brain extractor. Would it be better, though? I'd like to build that lantern on a stick, because I think that's going to be the most useful. Which just sucked away all of my... Oh yeah, see? Now I've got this lantern on a stick. Now when I'm on something else, I'll still have light. Let's go ahead and throw some more ore in here to smelt down. Ice axe? Did I see ice axe? Or was that iron axe and I just got confused? No, cool short sword. Fancy shanker. Cool broadsword. Ice axe. Look at it right there. Ice axe. That thing's actually not too bad, but what I've got is 35 DPS, so... And it poisons. I wish I knew what this steel chain was for. And now I can't build really anything. Platinum pickaxe. Oh, I can make some silver armor, which is better than what I'm wearing. Is the silver armor the upgrade? Oh yeah, see, I've got to make the silver armor before I can even make the steel armor. So let's go ahead and do that. Give me the silver chest plate here, and we'll get that equipped. Inventory. Silver. Whoa, when did I get that? I don't remember. Silver chest plate. You can replace my scavenger's breastplate. You can go in the trash. Let's put down this weird bird statue. Oh, it's so huge. Can it see on the top of my ship? There's no room for it. It's too big. Oh, yeah. How do we do this? Go in here. Bird statue. Hide out here. Sell material. No idea what that's for. Diamond. Oh, got some gold ore we can smelt up here. You join there. You go here and smelt. Alright, so we didn't get a lot accomplished on here. We did get some, well, we got a steel BP, or silver BP, which gives us 11 defense, 3 warmth, and 25 health. So that's always nice. Extra health. And so that will definitely be helpful. And, I'm just looking here to see what else we got to smelt. I've still got the copper here. Pretty decent amount of raw materials on the planet. Just gonna take me a bit to get used to fighting things that can hit so hard. So Um, but yeah, I got a bunch of books for Christmas, got some movies. It was good. And, you know, had fun with the family. So, all right. Click like if you like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one. Next time I'll try to get some supplies together, get some steel bars. I need like a ton of coal. I should probably just start chopping down trees, as many as I can lay my hands on, and bring those back to turn into coal. And then we'll see about I don't know, maybe exploring another planet or something if I don't like this one after a little bit. And I don't know, I really need some way to get lots and lots of pixels. I wonder if it's the fact I'm using this weapon, because the mobs seem to drop meat, and I'm not sure that's an actual attacking weapon, and it might be considered a hunting weapon. So, all right, I'll talk to you later.